So welcome back. In the last video I showed us how we can arrive at this page, and if you followed my procedure you will actually be able to arrive at this page. But if you have any errors, if you have any problem up to that level, you need to drop a comment. Now I believe we're done with this. Okay, now we are going to actually I'm going to show you how to create a database. It's very simple using this interface, and it was built with PHP, though we're not going to PHP now, but this is very simple. It's very simple to use. So to create a new database, we just come to database tab, databases, and it will show us the list of the available databases we have. So I'm just going to come to this place and create a database. I'll name it tutorial, just our tutorial, and click create, and database tutorial has been created. And if you check the list, we can now see that we have tutorial as a database, and here we have tutorial. It's very simple, right? It's very easy, and there's no big deal about it. Now there are others that like to use other methods of creating databases and handling MySQL, and that is a command prompt. And I'm going to show what I'm going to be doing right now is I'll show how to use the PHP admin interface and how to use the command prompt for such things. Now here on the page where we have on the directory where we have the WAMP server installed, we are actually going to WAMP bean. Then we actually want to access MySQL, so MySQL 5.4 and the bean. Now why we always follow the bean directory is because it has a lot of exes and executables, and that's the executables, and we are going to get what we want. So I'll click here. Now I'm going to copy this link. Now I'll right click my computer and then come to properties, and well, I'll click, though before then let me show you what we actually will see when we don't do this. So I'll quickly launch my command prompt, and I'll type MySQL, and look at it, MySQL is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program, blah blah blah, and it means it's not recognized actually. So what do we need to do? We need to since we've copied that, we come to advanced system properties of settings, and then advanced tab, we come to environment variables, and here system variables, we scroll down to path. So double click, and you make sure you're at the last end. You in fact pressed the end button to make sure you're there. So we separate each of those variables with a semicolon, and then we paste the one we copied. So I click OK, I click OK again, and back to OK. So let's try that again. CMD and MySQL. So now we are up and running, and we can access MySQL in the command prompt. So we can use this, and we are going to be using tutorial 1 table from the PHP MyAdmin interface, and in the command prompt we're going to be using tutorial 2. So I'm going to briefly go to the creation, and then I'll create database, then I'll indicate the name of the database, create database tutorial 2, semicolon, enter. Okay, access denied for this person. That's really interesting. You know, in every database management system there are privileges and there are access routes. So here we come to users, and the default is actually root and no password, though I've created mine as keywords and it has a password. So why not we try again? MySQL, then -u for username and root, -p for password, enter, and I believe, well, there's no indication that it needs a password, and well, let's exit and clear the screen for a moment. Okay, I've cleared the screen, so let's try again. MySQL L, so u for username and the default is root, and -p for password. So I'll enter, and the default comes with no password unless you decide to change. So mine, I haven't, so I just press enter for no password, and we are in the same interface, but this time around we are doing our things within the root user. So I'll go ahead and put the same command, create database tutorial2, tutorial2, semicolon, and query OK, one row affected. And when we come here to databases and click, we'll actually be able to see that we have tutorial2. And to check that here, if you want to completely use the command prompt for your actions, you can just use the command show databases semicolon, and you actually be able to access the names and the list of all the databases you have in your WAMP server. And here we have tutorial2. So that's it for creating databases using the phpMyAdmin interface and the WAMP server. In the next video, I would actually show you how to create a table within the database. And well, before then, I believe maybe we'll treat data types, and it's very essential for you while creating tables. So see you in the next video. Bye.